Yeah, very good evening, everyone. Once again, I would like to welcome you all for this online workshop on data analytics and its tools. Most probably, most of the candidates are from our students list. Okay, so most of the postulate students now attending this workshop. Some of the candidates may be newcomers. Okay. So please listen up to the end. Okay, don't feel this is a live streaming, so that we can view this workshop later. Okay, because the live feels more. So you please stay up to the end. There will be some mind blowing things will going to be discussed. So please listen up to the end. Okay. In recent days, we used to come across with the word data analytics. Most of the students now preferring data science and data analytics related courses in their engineering degree. This workshop really explore some in detailed understanding about data analytics. You may heard lot of theories, lot of information related to data analytics and data science, but in this workshop I am going to explore some sequential roadmap. Definitely it will be very much useful till your career in IT industry, okay, specifically in data science domain. Okay. Data analytics lies on some of the stacks. Let me discuss one by one. Before that, let me introduce our postulate and myself. Postulate Infotech Private Limited is a registered company under Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Government of India. Myself, Dr. P. Johnson Durai Raj, Director, and myself leading my extremely qualified team in various aspects. We are here to serve you in terms of various services. Some of the services related to pure IT, some of the services related to IT related frameworks training, some of the services related to research consultancy. So we postulate a group of professionals doing such a wonderful service to this nation, to this human community. Let's get into the workshop. The agenda of the workshop is what is data, what is specifically data analysis, and what is data analytics, right? Both are somewhat different, right? Some of the process and some of the important facts related to data analytics, and also what are the skills required to be earned or learn in order to excel in data analytics fields, right? Further, we are going to discuss about some of the tools related to data analytics. Further, I am going to explore some practical exposure by experimenting some data set which is specifically crop production data set. So up to the end you will have some clear roadmap about data analytics field. Okay. What is data or datum? Data is nothing but a information in terms of digital form, which may be a continuous value, right, or else it may be a discrete value. Continuous values in the sense, maybe it is minus infinity or 0 or plus infinity, in between 0.1, 0.2, in 0.1 and 0.2 it may be 0.11 up to some in-depth infinity level fractions, right. So, continuous in the sense, if suppose you fill the line as a distribution of numbers, it comprises of infinity numbers, right. So, your data may be in the form of these kind of continuous values, or else it may be in the form of discrete values. Myself Johnson, my student Ashwin, right, my colleague Kritika, these are all the data which is in the form of text, but it has the nature that it actually in discrete form, right, Johnson, Ashwin, Kritika. So, postulate, these are all the nouns which specifying some persons, some company, some object, some vehicles, some electronic gadgets, right, some situations, whatever it is, right. So, data in the sense, normally numbers are text all together as a file, but its nature which may be in the form of continuous value or in the form of discrete value, right. If you select one piece of data from the collection of data, it will be treated as datum, right. So, in the definition of data itself, we can speak around 2 hours, right. I do not want to get into the in detailed part. Data is simply in the form of continuous or discrete, that is it, okay. So, we as a data analytics professionals, or we are looking for data analytics related career, right. Here we are going to explore about some part of rest of the things which will really relies on data. So, on the data only we are going to explore data analytics or data science or data analysis, right. I am going to explore everything, you do not want to worry about that. At the end of this workshop, clearly you will understand what is data analysis, what is data analytics, what is the word, what is exactly the meaning for data science, right, you do not worry. So, now we now understood about data. Data is nothing but numbers or text or continuous or discrete values, that is it. What is data analysis and why we need to analyze data? In the ancient days, there are few data which may be retained in the form of papers, but in this information era or digital era, right, we used to gather all the data in terms of digital form. Now itself I am generating some data and I am streaming that data into some YouTube channel. You people are now watching that data in terms of YouTube live. Likewise, here also you can make any real time chats or comments, or you can like this video and you can subscribe this channel. Whatever the thing you used to do in your screen will be generated as a data. That data may be, as I said earlier, it may be a continuous form or discrete form, whatever it is, right. Your name is a data, mobile number, email ID, password, your Aadhaar card, your biometrics, right, your marks, your transactions, Google Pay transactions, your social media comments, your Instagram reels, right, whatever it is, your photographs, everything is data. Now, in this information era, terabytes of era, trillion terabytes of data is now generating. So, we have to retain the data. Yes, of course, we have lot of infrastructure now. We are having those kind of facility and we are having those kind of transmission or network ability to change, interchange or exchange the data. Yes, but we are retaining those data for some purpose. What is that purpose? In order to explore something, right, I used to retain some sort of my existing student information and their performance in order to give some valuable feedback when that employer will ask about their course. If suppose I am teaching one course to the students, that batch having around 100 students, let me assume, right, we have to analyze their performance. For that purpose, we have to retain their marks or some sort of performance in some online examinations, whatever it is, right. So, we have plenty of generated data with us. For those 100 students, we have to analyze who is the top performer, who is the worst performer, what about the average performers, what about the ability of the mentor, what is the exact outcome of this course. All those things has to be explored based on the data which I have retained in our system. Likewise, you can take any example, right, your search history itself valuable data for most of the e-commerce giants. They used to track your tendency to purchase, so they suddenly produce that kind of pop-ups, ads, Google ads related to your search history, right. So, each and every time the data has to be analyzed, right. What exactly the data analysis? You have to extract something, you have to visualize some information which can then be used to make useful decision, right. Whether I want to change my teaching tendency based on the performance of the 100 students, right. So, in order to make some informed decision, in order to make some right decision, I have to analyze some existing data. What kind of analysis it will be? It is very simple. Some basic fundamental descriptive statistics. Who is the top performer, minimum, maximum, average, mean, right. These are all the things which will really explore something related to that data in order to make some future decisions, right. Based on the data analysis, an administrator or a leader or a business owner or a teacher or a administrative official in government can easily, right, make decision and he confidently or she confidently take some risks in order to produce more, in order to earn more, in order to get feel more, whatever it is, right. So, some sort of fundamental statistics on existing data, it will explore something. That exploration may be charts, images, tables and graphs, right. These exploration will ultimately useful for the people who will going to take decisions, right. So, definitely these analyzed visualization or analyzed results highly beneficial for future directions or take some wonderful decisions, right. So, now we know about data, and now we clearly understood about what exactly the data analysis. So, data analysis in the sense, right, we have some sort of fundamental statistics. That statistics will ultimately explore something from the existing data. Further, we can take some wonderful decisions in order to make some high productivity or high outcome or some sort of betterment in our existing process. That is it, which will be applicable for all the fields, right, based on the performance of yourself from the childhood to till now, right, in your examinations. You can analyze those kind of things with some fundamental statistics. Further, you can decide over the area in which you have to focus more, right. That is what the benefit of data analysis, right. So, data, the first step, data analysis, and today's topic, data analytics, right. Most of the people in the internet or in YouTube channels, they used to tell the terms data analytics and data science are in the same stream like that. No, data, we have to analyze the data in order to make some wonderful decisions. For that, you simply applying some fundamental statistics, some descriptive statistics and also some visualization techniques, right, in order to show the data in terms of charts, graph, some tables, right. Further, we can make some useful wonderful decisions in order to betterment the future directions, right. Data analytics is somewhat higher process when compared with data analysis, right. The process of exploring hidden patterns, right, there also we used to explore the pattern, right, but here you are intended to extract some hidden unseen trends, right, some discovery of correlations, right, some valuable insights, right, that will be used to take future predictions. Now, let me explain with one example, right. I used to analyze those 100 students with their marks, right, high mark, low mark, average mark, these are all the stuffs related to data analysis. But in data analytics, right, this particular guy performed these 10 subjects well. He is highly correlated with another one particular guy. They used to clarify their doubts each other. Definitely one guy is ultimately matched with another guy, because there should be some correlation, there should be some extra effort. Myself with some extra tactics, I used to correlate their marks, I used to apply some advanced statistics, right. Apart from that, I have to apply some extra predictive analytics methods, strategies, algorithms, right. I am going to explore some in detailed pattern, that patterns, right, that patterns ultimately helpful for the students to make some extraordinary performance among them. So, these students are related to these extra effort, so that according to their mark they are correlated highly, right. They will be grouped as high performed students. Some of the guys out of 100 will be clustered as non-performed guys. Their activity also highly correlated, but this cluster entirely different from the earlier cluster, right. Now I can suggest, I can predict one guy, right, one guy, whether he or she will be perform well or not based on the activities, based on the efforts, right, matched with these two clusters. So, these are all the things is somewhat high level statistics or some predictive strategies. So, in order to predict or in order to cluster something, you might have heard the word clustering, classification, machine learning, artificial intelligence, right. These are all the things comes into picture in order to explore some unseen trends, discover correlations, right, explore some hidden patterns in order to predict the future scenarios. Right. These are all the data, right, the same 100 students data, but instead of applying some fundamental statistics, here I used to apply some high level statistics, algorithms, some mathematical induced steps that will ultimately produce some wonderful, right, outcome that will be very much useful for future predictions, right. So, here also these analytics will pretty much helpful to improve your speed, efficiency, or make some useful extractions from the people, right. Your make some betterment in your day-to-day lifestyle or in your business, right. But based on the existing data, some few fundamental statistics, you will deliver some sort of visualization, exploration. From that you have to decide based on your experience, based on your knowledge, in order to decide, in order to predict the future. But in data analytics, that algorithms, that high level statistics itself produce the future directions, right. That is what the difference. For that purpose, right, you should use some advanced statistics and also some predictive models, right. So, that predictive model is nothing but our artificial intelligence and machine learning. So, artificial intelligence, machine learning are empowered to explore the in detailed pattern relationship like human being in order to produce some future directions, future prospects, right. So, now data analysis is a simple process, just exploring the relations, but data analytics also the exploration of the in detailed patterns. With that, in that step itself you can produce some extra advanced results as a human being with intelligence, right, with the help of machine learning, AI, advanced statistics, everything, right. Now, importance of data analytics, right. But as a human being, I cannot remember the people now watching in this video, right. But computer can retain all the information with predefined program, right. So, I used to apply these data analytics steps, tricks to explore some useful patterns. Further, that has to be utilized for some future focus. I easily find out the problem that will be easily solved by some useful future directions. I can attract more customers from the customer behavior analysis, right. With a useful machine learning model, I easily understood whether the person definitely will purchase these things or not, or whether the product will be successful in this market or whatever it is, right. Whether I have to introduce this product at this time or not, those things can be predicted early, right. And also with the help of data analytics, as a business owner, as a mentors, as a political leaders, as a government, reduce so much of cost with some future predictions, right. With the help of meteorology data, weatherman can easily find out the future scenario and make some alerts to the fishermen or livelihoods, so that they will made some precautions in order to protect their self, right. So, it will data analytics really cuts lot of costs, right. And with the help of data analytics, the operations of the company or manufacturing unit or teaching learning process, whatever it is, can be efficient, right. And if suppose I am doing some marketing, right, in that marketing itself I can easily fine tune the marketing strategies by some effective strategy introductions, right. Now, in this information era, in this digital era, we have plenty of data. With the analysis, with the analytics, we just grab these kind of advantages, right. Now, what are the process involved in the data analytics process? Ultimately, we need data. We surely apply some data analytics algorithms or steps or some methodologies on some record data only, right. Based on the problem, based on the result, right, you can gather data according to your need, right. First, plan the thing and you just collect the data. I need to analyze those 100 students, right? I have to collect the data related to that 100 students in order to analyze something. Otherwise, it will be a difficult task by some oral conversations in order to analyze or in order to predict some of their performance, right? I have to collect the data, right, based on the requirement. Further, after collecting the data, it will have it will have plenty of noise, right? A small example, right? Suppose I need to ask some related questions related to their academic performance, but that questionnaire belongs to some sort of things not from their subject. It is belongs to some of their activities from morning to evening. Some of the people used to give the correct answer, some of the people leave that particular question, so some of the people will write some irrelevant answers. I myself as a data analytics professional, I have to clean the data based on the requirement, based on the use case, right? I have to segregate the useful data alone. Further, I have to apply some data analysis techniques, further some fundamental descriptive statistics in order to relate some sort of primary level understanding, right? And further interpretation and predictions, right? Here that machine learning, advanced statistics, everything will comes into picture. These are all the process will going to be involved for data analytics process, right? Now, as a data analytics professional, you have to have two major skills, right? First one is programming and some computational frameworks. That's it. I think these two skills alone enough for you to excel in this field. Further, you people are from engineering background, degree holders, right? Definitely you will have some problem solving skills, some creativity, everything, right? Apart from that, you people should have some statistical and mathematical skill if you want to become data scientist, right? Because in that level, right, you are going to integrate your own algorithm, not the existing algorithm, right? You are going to integrate your own algorithm for a specific problem based on the existing knowledge gathered by you in your experience or in your learning, right? I will explain those things later, right? Don't worry. So, in order to become a data analytics professional, you should have some wonderful programming skill and you have to have some computational frameworks like Python, Pandas, NumPy, sklearn, TensorFlow, Keras, Tableau, Power BI, right? So, lot of computational frameworks are there, right? In the next slide we are going to see about the tools, right? And you should have some statistics and mathematical skills. Further to that, you should have problem solving and creativity. You people definitely nowadays have lot of soft skills, right? Because you people are living in the information era, right? So smartly you will think over the problem or smartly will solve the problem. That is what no problem at all, right? But programming and computational framework and the fundamental statistical and mathematical skills are hard skills you should have, right? What are the tools you should learn in order to excel in the data analytics field? First, the ultimate tool nowadays Python, R programming, Tableau, Power BI, Apache Spark. So that Apache Spark is a technology which will relies on some big data architecture, right? Some repository, Hadoop repository, right? It will service the data to the frameworks which will be work related to data analytics. So it is a bridge, right? In Apache Spark itself, we are having lot of libraries in order to explore the data analytics related operations, right? The Excel, quick view, right? Now these tools are used to explore the data, are used to implement machine learning or artificial intelligence in order to produce some useful information or predictive results from the existing data, right? Altogether we used to call these processes data analytics, right? Apart from these list, we are having so much of tools, right? The list of tools itself will be the data which will comes around some hundreds or 200s. Now you don't want to vague about your field, just prepare some wonderful programming skill. Further to that, you should utilize some competitive frameworks, whether it may be in R programming or Python programming, or it may be a Tableau or Power BI or Apache Spark. But Power BI, Tableau are the visualization data analysis tools in which you can integrate some Python API level implementations in order to extract some useful information which will be delivered by some machine learning applications, right? So these are all the tools you must have in your list, right? Data analytics learning list. Now I am going to explore about some carp yield analysis and prediction using our open source Google Collaboratory. In that I am going to explore the things, right? Before that, I just recall the things, right? First, data, which may be in continuous form or discrete form. In this digital era, we are generating so much of data per second by second, that growth of the data is tremendous, right? On the data, you just applying some fundamental statistics, that is called data analysis. Apart from analysis, we people have so much of exploration, right? That will be very much easy with machine learning, artificial intelligence, some advanced statistics, some in detailed algorithmic explorations, right? That is called data analytics, right? Sir, you told that you will explain about data, data analysis, data analytics, but data science, but you missed that word data science, right? Data science is a field, right, in which you should focus on all these three areas. As a data scientist, you should have the ability to develop your own statistics, your own algorithm, your own methodology in order to explore in order to give solutions to the particular case study or scenario in the data analytics problem. So, that is the level in which you can explore any sort of patterns, any sort of relationship by your own statistics. That is what the role of the data scientist, right. So, data science is the common word, right. Data analytics is the some advanced level of data analysis in which you will have some sort of technologies which may be in machine learning or artificial intelligence or some advanced level statistical algorithms, right. So, data analysis, data analytics, data science, clear. Now, we just get into the hands-on part, right. I am going to explain about the things some fast track way, right, because it will be very, pretty much boring, right. First, let me explain about this IDE. It is a open source IDE which is provided by Google, right, Google Collaboratory. In this Collaboratory, here we are using notebook, right, Jupyter notebook. The resources execution are taken place in Google server, right. You people can easily work out, share your case studies to everyone, okay. You people definitely have your exclusive login in our portal, right. So, definitely in that portal itself I am going to share this workshop content, specifically this collaboratory file, right. So, you people also can run this same code and utilize this same code for the future reference, right. Let me explain about the in detailed part. In here we are implementing the things in Python, right. I do not want to get into the in detailed part of Python and pre-processing steps and machine learning steps. I just visualizing the things, right, in terms of data analytics, right. Before that, I just explaining about this data which we are going to explore, right. This data is crop production data, right, in India, right, which kind of crop has been cultivated in how much of area, further what will be the yield we have arrived, right. These are all the things in this data, right. I just oh sorry, I think I do not want to load that file earlier because it has been already loaded, okay. Otherwise it will take so much of time, right. So, I just imported that data in CSV file, right. Nearly it has some 2,46,000 lines, okay. Each line comprises of 7 columns, right. Let me explain one by one, right. So, now I am checking whether the null is presented in the data or not, right. In production column there are 7 columns: state name, district name, in which year the crop has been cultivated, and the season, and which crop has been cultivated, and the area of the crop which has been cultivated, right, and production. Most of the samples, right, in correct manner, but the prediction column, right, prediction dimension has some issues. Some around 3,730 data are missing in production, right. So we are going to find out some sort of relationship among the production data, right. Further, in data analytics level, we are going to predict some future directions also, right. So let me run one by one. I just verified that whether the data is presented in all the cells or not, right. There is a empty cell in 3730 locations, right. We have to deal with that. Let me explain one by one, right. So column names, these are all the columns, 7 columns we are having, right, and for the extraction of shape, right, as I said earlier, 2,46,091 rows are presented here, right. I just printed the first few columns, right, and also I have to explore some information related to that data set, right, in which you can understood what type of data it would be, right. So state name, object in the sense string names, district object, right. I don't want to get into the part of core Python, right. I just exploring something, right. Production is in the form of float data, continuous value, but area also in continuous value, crop year also in continuous, in numeric value, right. So I just get some information about that data frame, right, pandas data frame, right. Further, now I am dropping the not a number column from that data frame. I don't want to deal with that not a numbers, empty data, right. So I have eliminated those things, so that data get reduced. Now there is no not null, everything has been 0, right. Further, now I have to analyze something, data analysis part, right. First I am going to analyze some sort of features, right. Here I am going to explore what are the unique values available in state name, right. So there are 33 states available in that data frame. Further, each and every state has how many data, that is what my analysis would be, right. So in Goa only 207 data, in Chandigarh only 89 data, in Uttar Pradesh there are 33,189 data points, right. In Tamil Nadu 13,000, in Assam, right, 14,000 something, right. So these are all the exploration. Just we are analyzing how much data belongs to Uttar Pradesh, how much data belongs to Odisha, like that. Further, in district name, how many districts are there, right? Around 646 districts are presented in that data, right? These are all the district names, right, in that data set. So all around India, these are all the districts available in this data set, right. Further, I am going to count, right, 933 data points or samples are presented for this district, right. Likewise, in Mumbai districts there is only one data presented, right. Further, I just exploring the year wise unique data, right. In 2013 17,000 data. Likewise, I have extracted the information, right, based on year wise. These are all the things. Now we are dealing with data analysis, right? What about the years, what about the district, how many data belongs to that particular district. These are all the analysis point of things, right? We are not yet included, or we are not yet getting to the analytics part, right? Season variable, right? Here also in Kharif, Rabi, right, whole year. These are all the data explored by using these functions, right? How much data available in winter season? Only 6050 data. So we have 2 lakh something data points, in which in winter season these are all the data available, right? Likewise, we just explored the things, right? Analyzed the things, right? And crop, what are the crops? 124 variety of crops has been documented in that data set. That is what the crop column will be, right? And rice data has 15,000 something data, and small millets has these kind of data, right? These are the things, right? These are all the things explored in order to analyze something, right? From which you just take the decision, right? In Mumbai only one district is presented in the data set, so that you could easily take decision in order to explore some useful decisions, to take some useful decisions to cultivate more and more in that district, right? Because Mumbai is a fully commercial city, right, in which there is only one data point, which means there is only one land is presented there. They cultivated something in the whole year, right? We have gathered the data from 2003 to 2015, right? So just now we could easily conclude that throughout this era, right, from the year 2003 to now, 2015, there is no cultivation in Mumbai district, right? Likewise, we just exploring something, and we just I wants to cultivate something out of my business, right? So I have to purchase some land. Definitely I don't want to get into Mumbai city, because there is no history about the cultivation in Mumbai, right? These are all the things based on data analysis, right? Further, area variable, how much area they have cultivated, and production, that is what the important variable, right? Here we have analyzed something related to fundamental statistics, count, mean, right? Production in the sense how much yield we have extracted, those things, right? I don't want to get into the statistical part. This is not a statistical class, right? Otherwise, most of the people know about my teaching, right? My students very well about myself. Each and every statistics will be clearly explained in my classes, right? If suppose any student watching this video, surely they will understand, right? So now it is not a time to explore the things related to standard, what is standard deviation, what is mean, and all those things. Now we just described the production variable, right? That's it. Further, again we just document the information related to the entire data, right? Total 7 columns and all those things, right? Now we are going to analyze some of extra fundamental statistics. First one is bivariate analysis, in which, right, I have analyzed 2 different things, which state how much production, right? So production is analyzed based on state wise, right? Kerala, right, Andhra Pradesh. So these are all the things. So Kerala is the state which produce so much of what? productions, right. So, now that can be easily extracted by this complex statement, right. Further, I cannot conclude the understanding by seeing these kind of things as a numbers, right. In order to understand the results well, understand the data well, that data has to be visualized in terms of graph or some visualization techniques. In the data analysis part itself we have discussed, right. So, I have utilized that library, matplot library, Seaborn library, bar plot, in which I just explored the things, right, by which I can compare one state with another state, right. Kerala is now outperforming, right. Now, you can scroll down and scroll up, right, everywhere you can see the things, right, and also you can down the data from the Jupyter notebook, right. These are the things can be made easy, right. And exploratory data analysis, in which, right, I am going to explore something, right, which will be describe more, right, not just count wise or some sort of total, right. Here we are going to explore about the data based on some fundamental statistics, standard deviation, mean, right, count. These are all the things, 70%, 50%, these are all the percentiles, right. In order to explore these things as a box plot, right, these will be pretty much useful, right. And also I am going to compare or analyze the things, overall crops versus production, right. Which crop has been cultivated more? Coconut. Ultimately, from Kerala we used to produce coconut as a major crop, right. Sugar cane, wheat, rice, right. These are all the data. It will clearly show the in detailed relationship among the available data, right. Still now we are exploring the relationship among the crop data, but not in advanced way, right, some fundamental way only, right. In this diagram also we just utilizing the data of a district name and production, and based on the data available in top 10 districts, right, these are the top 10 districts has been drawn as a pie chart, right. So, Mallapuram is the highest contributing district, right, having high area over other districts, because I have already sorted the things, right, in descending order, so that this is the district which will contributed more, right. So, further, as of now we just explored the data in terms of some fundamental data analysis techniques, and we analyzed those things, are the relationship, or those things are presented in the data. These are the district wise map and state wise map and crop wise map, everything okay, from which I can take decision based on my own wish, right. The system will not produce any sort of new things for my future crop yield process, right, crop production process, right. So, that cultivation has to be made by my own decision, but these analysis will help to make some wonderful decision. That is what data analysis, right, over. For the data analytics, that system has to find, based on that existing data, right, based on that existing data, It has to tell what will be the future production of a particular crop in a particular location, right? Based on the years and years of data, my system has to predict, right, what will be the future production of a particular crop in a particular district in the particular season. These fundamental descriptive statistics will not helpful, right? Beyond that, we have to introduce some, right, data analytics, high level statistics. Specifically here for that predictive analytics, right, we have to introduce machine learning and artificial intelligence. Here I have explored one algorithm, two algorithms, right. Before getting to the machine learning process, I have to analyze the data in terms of some pre-processing aspects, right. I cannot involve the text data into mathematical model, right. I have to convert that mathematical text data or discrete data in terms of some numeric data based on some label encoder. These are the stuffs related to feature pre-processing prior to the machine learning process, right. So now after pre-processing those kind of data, here I am using two different algorithms, right. Before that, let me explain about this correlation plot, right. In existing data analysis, I just explored minimum, maximum, some average, count, that's it. But here I have to compare and contrast the internal relationship with high level statistics. One of the high level statistics is this heat map, right, in which you people easily right understood about the things, right. Crop area highly correlated because 0.06, right. Production and season is highly correlated because season is ultimately a major factor in order to produce the high production, right. So these are all the stuffs related to some advanced statistics. So these are all the things will make some in detailed understanding about the data in order to utilize those data for some data analytics, more specifically machine learning process, right. Now I am going to introduce two different machine learning algorithms, right, regression algorithms, because we are going to find out one numerical value that will be in the form of continuous form, right. I do not want to get into the machine learning part, right. Basically machine learning can be divided into two major categories: supervised learning, unsupervised learning. In supervised learning, classification, regression; in unsupervised learning, clustering, association rules, everything is there, right. As of now we are dealing with data analytics, right. So in order to explore the future predictions in terms of data analytics aspects, right, we are introducing machine learning, more specifically regression algorithms, two regression algorithms, one random forest regression and one decision tree regressor, right. These two algorithms will find out, right, something that will be happen in the future based on the data, existing data, collected data, right. You just give how much area you are going to cultivate, in which season you are going to cultivate, in which district and state you are going to cultivate. That system will suggest you may be end up with this level of production, right. Further here I have analyzed, right, with the constraint to the time, right, I just explaining these things, right. If anybody watching this video, you need this entire program, right, you can personally message me through the mail, right. But you people are most of the people are from POSTULATE portal, right. You have entire access to the portal your lifetime, right. I used to conduct these kind of workshops, free workshops, everything, some frequent interval, right. You can get into the portal whenever you need, right. Definitely I will share this information, I will share this collaboratory file soon, right. So based on this future scenario, right, the yield prediction for rice using random forest, it may be this one, but the decision tree will telling something, the production is around 97, right. So definitely your production is from 80 to 90, right. Now data analysis exploring the fundamentals among fundamental relationship among data, but data analytics will explore in detailed relationship among data. Further, that in detailed understanding will be used for producing some wonderful future directions. That's it. So data analysis, data analytics, data science, right, is now trending. You people know the entire stuffs, right, more than about myself. So please do concentrate on some sort of tools, right. That tools will really helpful to explore the in detailed relationship among data in terms of data analysis or in terms of data analytics, right. So how much knowledge you have related to the data analytics is matters, right. If you are working professional, definitely it will be helpful to switch over the existing job role into data scientist. If you are a aspiring data analytics professional, right, you will have the things related to data analysis or data analytics field, right. So thank you guys. Myself requesting you people, right, learn the things in detail, which may be a small piece of technology, but you should learn everything in detail in well understood manner, right. If you need specific training related to data science or data analytics related frameworks, you can contact POSTULATE anytime. We'll meet you in the direct classes. Thank you.